Good evening, Yankees Nation. You are here with Ken on The Ugly Truth. We will be doing the Game 3 play by play, bringing the rubber match. Hopefully, the Yankees can salvage the game. Tonight, we are going to have uh, Max Fried, our ace, taking the bump against Brady Singer for the Reds. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here, brother. The lineup for tonight's game is going to be Trent Grisham playing center field and leading off, hitting 240 on the season, followed by the captain, Aaron Judge, playing right field, hitting 364. Ben Rice will be playing first base, hitting third, 241 on the season. Giancarlo Stanton will be hitting DH and 304 on the season. In the 5 hold is Jazz Chisholm back in the lineup after his ejection last night. He is hitting 243 on the season. Jason Dominguez will be manning left field, hitting 241. Anthony Volpe will be hitting in the 7 hole at shortstop, hitting 233 on the season. Austin Wells will be behind the dish, hitting 216, and bringing up the rear will be DJ LeMahieu, manning second base, hitting 242. And that is your Yankees lineup for this evening. We are in a commercial break approximately 3 minutes before game time. So, hey, Dev, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully, this evening will not be as hot as it was yesterday. Right now, Johnny Loizaga, who left the game early with illness, is still sick and will not be available. And J.C. Escara, his wife went into labor, and he is now on the paternity list, so he will not be available for this evening's game either. So both of our catchers are our catcher and our emergency backup are both in the lineup tonight. So hopefully nothing happens there that forces us to lose our DH. Actually, Stanton's a DH, so we wouldn't lose our DH. However, we are trying to salvage game 3, and the avenue in which we're going to do that is if we have patient at bats, take advantage of the opportunities that are presented before us. A lot of the Yankee players have seen Brady Singer before when he was with the Royals last season, and our numbers are not too bad actually against him. This season with the Reds, he's doing all right. Nothing spectacular. Classic number 3 type pitcher. So, hence, good things could happen for us tonight. Tomorrow is going to be a day off for the Yankees, and long and short, it's been a 16-game run, and we could certainly use a day off. This weekend, we'll be matching up against the Oakland A's on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday set. Brady Singer will be on the bump. He's 7-5 on the season with a 4.13 ERA, and opponents are hitting 240 against him. So that's definitely hittable, and he is a sinker slider type pitcher. So one of my keys for tonight is to keep Ellie De La Cruz off the bat. He is he is a catalyst for their team with regard to offense. He has speed all day, and honestly, he is terrifying. Trent Grisham is ready, and Singer brings the first pitch right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Grisham is hitting 240 on the season, 15 home runs, 31 RBIs, and the next pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count evens up at 1-1. And Singer sets and fires, and Grisham hits this one to shallow center field, and this one is going to drop in. Grisham is going to be on his wheels, and he is heading to second base. So Grisham is on second with a double. They have lost the ball in the sun. It's very bright out there. And the captain is up to bat. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. And the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. No, Dev, there's no bowling tonight because the armed forces are having a tournament in our area, and my bowling alley is a participant. And Singer breaks the pitch, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2 to Judge. I'd expect to see a slider low and away. Singer sets, and the ball is swung on and missed for call, strike three. Judge is down on three pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Ben Rice is coming up to the plate. Hey, Nancy and Stephen B., welcome to the stream. And the first pitch to Rice is down in the strike zone for ball one. And Singer sets, and the ball is up and in for ball two. Rice is hitting 241 on the season, 14 home runs, 29 RBIs, and an 819 OPS. And the next pitch is way inside for ball three. They're checking with the third base umpire, and Rice checked his swing. Hey, Sean. And the next pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the top of the first. We have a runner at second with one out, and Ben Rice, the three-hole hitter, is up. And the next pitch is right down the middle for call, strike two. Count is now 3-2. Giancarlo Stanton is on deck. And Rice swings over the top of the sinker for call, strike three. And that is the second out of the inning. Two strikeouts in the inning. Nate Tomlinson is the umpire of record, and he is a neutral umpire. And Singer sets and takes steps off the mound. Stanton is hitting 304 on the season, no home runs, one RBI, and a 709 OPS. And the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is a sinker off the plate for ball one. Count is evened at 1-1. All right, Big G, it's time to get a hit and drive a run in to give us an early lead. And Singer sets, and the next pitch is all the way to the backstop. So Grisham is going to advance to third. Wild pitch. Trevino didn't even get a glove on it. And Singer sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is off the plate with the sweeper, brings our count to 3-1. And Singer sets, and the next pitch is in there for call, strike two. The count is now full, 3-2. Singer has two strikeouts in the inning. Singer sets, and the pitch is way off the plate for ball four. So Stanton is going to take his gear off and head to first base. We will have runners at first and third with two outs. And Jazz Chisholm, last night's GOAT, is coming up to bat. Chisholm is hitting .243 on the season, 10 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a .798 OPS. And Singer sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is just a bit inside for ball one. Count is 1-0. Singer sets and fires, and the second pitch is inside. The count is 2-0. Jazz sets in the box. Singer fires the pitch, and he catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 2-1. And Singer fires a nice slider that is swung over the top of, brings the count even, 2-2. Singer sets, and Jazz swings over the top of it for strike three. And we had a runner at second with nobody out and three straight strikeouts. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first is going to be Friedel, McLean, and Dela Cruz. Another prime opportunity to score a run and nothing. Hey, D-Train. Since we're at the beginning of the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and share this channel out. We are actually at 133 subscribers, looking at hitting our milestone of 150. So we're 17 subscribers away. Anything that you can do to help us get to that goal mark would be most appreciated. Hey, 99, welcome to the stream. Max Fried is 9-2 on the season, 2.05 ERA. Opponents are hitting 2.06 against him. And the first pitch is just off the plate for ball one. And the next pitch is a sinker just down. Friedel takes the ball, so that is 2-0. And Fried sets, and the pitch is called strike one right down the heart of the plate. Count is 3-1. And the pitch is fouled off. Actually, it's chopped to Rice. He flips to Fried, and that is one away. A little bit slow on the camera angles tonight. And we have Matt McLean coming up to bat. McLean is hitting 203 on the season, 9 home runs, 27 RBIs, and a 640 OPS. And Fried sets, and the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Fried sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung over the top. Nice curveball for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Fried sets, and the ball is smacked at Volpe. Catches the line drive for the second out of the inning. And Ellie Dela Cruz is coming up to bat. One of my keys for the game is keeping Dela Cruz off the plate or off the bags. He's hitting 274 on season, 18 home runs, 55 RBIs, and an 860 OPS. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. And Fried sets and fires. This time the curveball is just a bit low. Count evens at 1-1. Fried sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. For those of you just joining the game, the score is 0-0. Bottom of the first, there are 2 outs, no runners on, and Ellie Dela Cruz is up to bat with a 1-2 count. Max Fried is on the bump. And he sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is just inside. Count evens up at 2-2. Tyler Stevenson is on deck. And the next pitch is a ball down low. Count is now 3-2. Fried sets. And the pitch is hit to right field, and it is a single to Trent Grisham. Fires the ball in, and Dela Cruz is at first. Max Fried has an excellent move to pick off runners. He leads the major leagues in pickoffs this season, and he should be able to hold Dela Cruz at least reasonably close to the bag. Tyler Stevenson is hitting 238 on the season, 6 home runs, 24 RBIs, and a 743 OPS. And the first pitch is a cutter swung on and missed for strike one. Count is 0-1. And Freed checks or makes a pickoff attempt. Dela Cruz is back to first, standing up. Freed checks on the runner at first. And he fires the pitch, and it is fouled or hit to right field, and it's going to make the stands. So the count is 1-2. Dela Cruz was on his way. And Freed sets. And the pitch is called strike three. And that retires the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and we are heading to the top of the second. Coming up for the Yankees will be Jason Dominguez, Anthony Volpe, and Austin Wells. Hey, Tommy, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't, please hit the like button. So 99, you think that the Yankees need to trade for a starting pitcher? Which pitcher and who are you willing to trade for him? Hey, Joe. They said that Lasagna was ill, and he's still ill, so he won't be playing tonight. JC Ascaro's wife went into labor, so they put him on the paternity list, but it was so late that we're not able to bring anybody from Scranton to fill his spot. So we're playing a man short tonight. Our bench is Oswald Peraza, Cody Bellinger, and Paul Goldschmidt. I can't tell you why they put him in the game. I am not the manager. And the first pitch into Dominguez is inside. And the next pitch is driven all the way to the wall. It hits the base of the center field wall, and Dominguez is in second with a double. It's looking like the outfielders are having a hell of a time seeing the ball. Nice swing from Jason. And we have Anthony Volpe coming up to bat. First pitch is in there for call strike one. Big freaking surprise there. And the next pitch is off the plate, low and away for ball one. Count is evened at 1 up. And the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike two, go figure. Count is 1-2. And what's the guess? Is it going to be a strikeout? Volpe going to lose his bat? Singer sets and he fires, and the pitch is up and away. Count is even at deuce deuce. Volpe is hitting 233 on the season, 9 home runs, 43 RBIs, and a 729 OPS. And the next pitch is off the plate for ball three. The count is full. Wow. And Volpe takes the pitch off the plate for a walk. That is going to put runners at first and second with nobody out. Austin Wells is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is swung on, missed by Wells. And Singer sets. He checks on the runner, and the pitch is fouled back. Count is 0-2. And they show the machine taking practice swings on deck. And the pitch is grounded to first. They go to second, and he is safe. The throw pulls Dela Cruz off the bag. So the bases are going to be juiced with Yankees. Nobody out. Encarnacion Strand thought that he would throw to second to take out the lead runner, but his throw was wide, and Dela Cruz could not hold the bag. So that is going to be scored as a error, a miracle. And the pitch is down for ball one to DJ. Nice hit to the opposite field would be a beautiful thing. Count is 1-0 on DJ. He steps out of the box. And the pitch is a slider that is swung on, well, half swung at. Count is even at 1-1. Seager sets. Eddie breaks the pitch. It is called strike two. Peyton just the bottom portion of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2. Please let us not do a DJ LeGround out. Singer sets, and DJ waves at the pitch way off the plate for strike three. Trent Grisham will be coming up to bat. He is what for what on the day. He led the game off with a double to center field. And Singer sets, and Grisham hits a line drive through the right side of the infield. Dominguez is going to score, and they're holding Volpe at third. Nice throw from Hind. So the Yankees now take a 1-0 lead and have bases loaded still. And the captain is coming up to bat. All rise for the judge. He's in the chamber. And like I said, Grisham has cat blood in him. He's got 9 freaking lives. And the first pitch to Judge is a cutter off the plate for ball one. Judge is 0 for 1 on the night with a 3-pitch strikeout. And Singer sets, and Judge fouls the pitch off. Count is evened up at 1-1. Singer sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Another damn slider low and away. Judge Kryptonite. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Ben Rice is on deck. And Judge fans once again. Second time on the evening. Second strikeout for Judge. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. Rice fouls the first pitch off, grounded down the first base line. Count is 0-1. Bases are loaded with Yankees, and there are 2 outs. Rice is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first inning. Singer sets, and he brings the pitch up and swung on. Count is 0-2. Ad Singer sets, and the pitch is way inside for ball 1. Count is 1-2. And Singer sets. And he brings the pitch right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 3. Once again, another freaking blown opportunity for the Yankees. Bases loaded with nobody outs, and we score 1 run. Spectacular. Situational hitting, non existent. Goal! Non situational hitting whatsoever. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the second is going to be Steer, Trevino, and Hines. If you have it, please hit the like button. And Fried is on the bump. He sets, and the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is a beautiful changeup that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. So Maxey, bring a fastball up and in on him. Change his eye level. And the pitch is a cutter inside for ball one. Steer is hitting 242 on the season, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs, and a 660 OPS. And the next pitch is a curveball that catches the outside corner for call, strike three, and the first out of the inning. Trevino is up to bat, and the first pitch is fouled sharply down the third base line. Count is 0-1. And Fried sets, and the ball is chopped weakly. Fried is able to come up with it, and he throws to first to throw Trevino out. Sort of funny. Fried booted the ball, stayed with it, and had plenty of time to throw Trevino out at first. Great play. And Hines is up, and the first pitch is inside for ball one. Hines is hitting 174, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and a 687 OPS. And the second pitch is a curveball that paints the outside corner for strike one. Count is evened at 1-up. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Hines is now 1-2. That was a nice sweeper. It broke all the way in on Hines, and he swung over it, damn near hit him. And Fried sets. And the next pitch is a curveball just a bit down and away. Count is even at 2-2. Maxey thought it was a strike. He was walking towards the dugout, but and Fried sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Nice four-seamer ringing in at 96 miles an hour, and Reese could not catch up to that high fastball, and that is the third out of the inning. That is Fried's third strikeout of the day. Coming up to hit in the top of three is going to be Stanton, Chisholm, and Dominguez. Following a Yankee loss and Fried on the bump, he is 7-1, and the team has won 8. So they're 8-1 coming off of a loss with Fried on the bump. He has truly been a stopper and handled business for the Yankees. Yeah, D Train, Freed is definitely dealing. Definitely pitching better than I ever thought that he would have. Especially with Garrett Cole going down for the season. I think that this team is going to be frightening when Garrett gets back and is up to form with Cole and Fried as a 1-2. And if Rodon continues to pitch like he has been, we could conceivably have one of the top rotations in baseball next season. And Singer fires the first pitch to Stanton right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Stanton is 0 for 4 on the day. He walked in the first inning. And the next pitch is a four-seamer up and out of the strike zone for ball one. Count is evened at 1-up. And the ball is hit to left field. Spencer Steer is going to field it for a single. Actually, that's not Steer, it's Friedel. He already ate. And Jazz Chisholm is up to bat. And that pitch is going, and gone. So that is a 2-run homer for Jazz Chisholm. That is a long home run for Jazz. It left the bat at 108 miles an hour, 433 feet. And the Yankees take a 3-0 lead. And the first pitch to Dominguez is a fastball that is in a little bit low for ball one. So a little bit of Jazz payback from last night. And the next pitch is up and in for ball two. Singer paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is now 2-1. Ball is inside, and it's going to be 3-1. Could you guys actually go back to the screen? And Dominguez skies this one down the left field line, and it is going to make the stands. Count is 3-2. And in true freaking Yes Network fashion, this is the 9th time they've showed this damn home run. Can we go to the game? Singer sets, and this time the ball is fouled off, and we're going to reset it and do it again. We're heading to the 7th pitch of the at bat. And the next pitch is fouled off. Going to pitch number 8 of the at bat. Singer sets and he brings the pitch, and it is in there for call, strike three. Anthony Volpe is stepping up to bat. He is 0 for 0 on the night with a walk in the second inning. And the pitch is chopped to his third. Espinal fires across the plate, and he just gets Volpe for out number two. Austin Wells is coming up to bat. He reached on a fielder's choice his last at bat, and the first pitch is fouled off for strike one. Singer sets and fires, and this time the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 0 and 2. We are 2 outs into the third, and Singer has 7 strikeouts. Pitiful. And the next pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is going to remain 0 and 2. Singer's pitch count is at 63 pitches. And the next pitch is fouled off once again. We're heading to the 5th pitch of the at bat. And Singer fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. So that is Singer's 8th strikeout of the night for the 3rd out of the inning. And we are heading to the bottom of 3. Encarnacion, Strand, Espinal, and Friedel will be up to bat. You're right, Deej Train. 8 strikeouts. Freaking pitiful. 8 strikeouts, and we're only in the damn 3rd inning. What the hell is the count going to be at by the time we're done? 9, 12? All right, let's see. '99 says that this is not a World Series roster. Either develop Rice or play JC. So, do either of those make the team a World Series roster, 99? If not, then who does? Or what does? And the first pitch to Ed Cardassian Strand is up at Ed for ball one. Strad is hitting 208 on the season, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs, and a 619 OPS. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. For call, strike one. Count is 1-1. And Fried sets. Nice cutter swung on or curveball swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Fried sets and he fires. It is a four-seamer up and out of the strike zone, rung it in at 96 miles an hour. Count is now 2-2. Fried sets and he fires, and the next pitch is a four-seamer down. Count is now 3-2. Fried's pitch count is 33 on the game. Fried sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 3-2. And Fried sets, and the ball is chopped to Fried. Fried fires to first base to record the first out of the inning. Fried is an excellent fielding pitch. And Espinal is up to bat, and the first pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball one. And the next pitch paints the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is evened at 1-up. Fried sets and he fires. The sweeper is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. Fried sets and he fires, and the ball is fouled off sharply down the third base line. Count is now even at 2-2. And Fried sets, and the pitch is just off the plate for ball three. Count is now full, 3-2. And Espinal takes timeout, steps out of the bag to readjust his gloves and get happy. Fried sets and fires, and this pitch is hit to center field. Grisham is drifting, and he makes the play. So that is the second out of the inning. TJ Friedel coming up to bat. Friedel is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in the first inning. And the first pitch is in there for called, strike one. Count is 0-1. For those of just joining the stream, Yankees are up 3-0 at the bottom of the third. There are two outs with no runners on, and TJ Friedel is up to bat with an 0-1 count. And the pitch is chopped to Rice. Rice takes it himself to record the unassisted out, and that is the third out of the inning. Reds go down 1-2-3. Coming up in the top of four is going to be DJ LeMahieu, Trent Grisham, and Aaron Judge. God's honest truth, D-Train. Paul Goldschmidt was developed. He came out of the Double-A for the Diamondbacks and went straight to the major leagues. He was a soup sandwich as a first baseman to begin with, but he had a mentor by the name of Lyle Overby. Overby taught him everything he needed to know to be a successful first baseman in the major leagues. As Christian Walker came up, Goldschmidt developed Walker, who eventually ended up taking his job to be another high caliber first baseman. His time in St. Louis, he didn't have a mentee, but coming over here to the Bronx, I have the sneaking suspicion that he has taken Rice under his wings and tried to teach him the lessons that Rizzo wasn't able to last year. And I think Rice will end up being a fine first baseman when it's all said and done, provided that he stays with the team. There's been a lot of talks that Rice is a potential trade candidate at the deadline because he doesn't have a true position on the Yankees right now. And the first pitch to DJ is off the plate for ball one. And the next pitch is inside for ball two. Singer sets and he fires and catches the outside corner for call strike one. Singer sets and fires, and the ball is chopped foul. Count is going to be evened up at deuce. Honestly, D-Train, I don't think that would be a bad thing. And the next pitch is off the plate for ball three. The count is full. We are in the top of four, and Singer is at 70 pitches already. Singer sets and fires, and DJ fouls the pitch off. Count is 3-2. Singer sets and he fires, and the ball is slapped to the first baseman, Encarnacion Strand. He's going to take it himself and record the first out of the inning. Trent Grisham is stepping up to the plate. He is 2 for 2 on the night with a double, a single, and an RBI. Singer brings his first pitch in there for call, strike one. Singer sets and he fires, and Grisham fouls this one off. Count is now 0 and 2. Singer sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate for ball one. Count is 1 and 2. On deck is Aaron Judge. Singer sets and he fires, and this pitch is cracked to right field, and it is just foul. That one had home run potential, but it just hooked. And Singer brings the pitch, and it is fouled off. We'll reset it and do it again. The count is 1 and 2. Singer sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low. They see if Grisham checks his swing at third base, and the umpire confirms it. Count is even at 2 and 2. Singer sets, and the pitch is wow. Grisham got a lucky one there. It's called ball three, but it definitely painted the outside corner. He should have got rung up on that one. Grisham steps out of the box for timeout. And Singer sets. And this time the ball is lined straight at Dela Cruz for the second out of the inning. The captain is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 strikeouts. And the pitch is hit to shallow center field. Friedel tracks it down and records the third out of the inning. Coming up in the middle or the bottom of the four is going to be Matt McLean, Ellie De La Cruz, and Stevenson. Sean, are you at work or are you at home? Is your internet connection good? Are you interested in coming up? I will drop the link down in the stream for you. And Maxie sets, and the first pitch is in there for calls, strike one. McLean is 0 for 1 on the night with a lineout in the first inning. And McLean is back in the box. Freed fires the first pitch, and it is changeup just out of the strike zone for ball one. Count is even at 1-up. Next pitch is swung on and missed. It is 1-2. And the pitch is down in the dirt, evens the count at deuce. And Sean is here, so I will bring him up into the stream. How's it going, brother?
It's going all right, but man, my oven timer just went on, so I gotta get that. Hold on, give me a second.
Not a problem. And the next pitch is down for a ball. Count is now full, 3-2. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And Freed sets and fires, and the pitch is hit to right field. Judge is backing up, and he tracks it just short of the warning track. Count it, or the first out of the inning. We have Ellie Dela Cruz coming up to bat. And my key for the game is keeping him off the plate. Dela Cruz is 1 for 1 on the night. And the first pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Dela Cruz is 1 for 1 on the night with a single. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the bottom of the fourth. Yankees lead the Reds 3-0. Freed sets, and he brings the pitch. It is swung on and missed for strike two. Count is 0-2. And Freed sets, and he brings the pitch. It is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2. Think that was a purpose pitch to change Dela Cruz's eye level. Would not be surprised to see a curveball on the outside portion of the plate. And the changeup is just off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Freed sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is a sweeper off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. What inning are they in, Joe, in the Tampa game? Freed sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is hit to center field. Grisham is charging, but it is going to drop in for a single. So that is Dela Cruz's second hit of the night. Hey, Sean, welcome back.
Hey, I don't know what the tablet just clunked out on me, but so I was like, all right, let me use my phone.
First pitch to Stevenson is a ball off the plate. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. It happens. Freed sets and he fires, and this pitch is fouled off. Count evens up at 1-1. It's interesting to watch the cat and mouse game with Freed and Dela Cruz.
Oh yeah. I mean, remember,
And Freed sets, checking that runner,
Max Fried pitched with the Braves,
brings the pitch.
came up with the Braves, so
Yep.
the Reds are familiar with him, and they know that pickoff move is quick and deadly. So, you know,
And Freed throws over to first. Dela Cruz is back standing up.
it's kind of funny when you're watching the TV and it's mute and watching the game, but it's fine. I don't.
Are you ahead or behind me?
I think I'm behind you by like a pitch or two, but that's fine.
And the pitch is swung on and missed. Evens the count up at 2-2. And because Joe's in the stream, it's 2-2. And how do you do?
But yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So you think we're gonna actually play better, or I mean, I know we got 3 runs.
Pitch was called a ball, but that damn thing was in the strike zone for without a doubt. Once again, another crap call by a home plate umpire. Count is 3-2.
But it was this crew. Remember, it was either the last night or the night before. They called a ball, and it was right down Broadway. I was like,
And the
Stevie
pitch is hit
Wonder.
sharply to Jazz. Jazz fires it across to Rice to record the second out of the inning, and Encarnacion is going to advance to second. So there is a runner at second with 2 outs, and it looks like they're having a mound visit. Quite sure about talking about holding Dela Cruz close. Spencer Steer is up. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the second inning. Yeah, D-Train, you were absolutely right. That damn pitch was definitely in the box, and he should have been rung up looking. I wonder why Matt Blake is out there.
Probably just to be like, hey, I know you.
He's only at 61 pitches.
Yeah, but it's probably just to calm down and go over strategy. But Max is he's got ice in his vein. He's really kind of calm, cool, and collective, but he's a beast when he's on the mound. It reminds me of a lot of Pettit. He's got that demeanor like Pettit.
Freed sets and he fires, and the pitch is up and in. Cutter call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. They damn sure have a similar type pickoff move.
Mm-hmm. And they do got kind of that stare. I mean, Max isn't as intense as Pettis was, but.
And the pitch is up and away for ball 1. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Curveball at the bottom just dropped out of it. Count is 1-2. Hey, Tony, how's it doing? Well, it's hard to say. I think that Freed will take us 7-8. And if we lock up Williams and Weaver, I think they're out of luck. The ball is bounced to third, and the long throw is way off the pace. God's sakes. And it's going to allow Dela Cruz to score. The score is 3-1 Yanks.
Well, I'm gonna give Rice some credit on running out and cutting that ball off, because it could have gone into the God knows where in the Great American Ballpark, and that guy, the runner, would be on third right now. So,
And Jose Trevino is up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night with the ground out, and the first pitch was a ball.
but Jazz should have had a better throw. Should have took his time. But I understand De La Cruz is a pretty tall dude.
And the pitch is fouled sharply down the third base line. Count evens up at 1-1. If he feels it cleanly, I don't think he throws him out.
Yeah, but if he took his time and threw it cleanly, at least he would get it to Rice.
And the pitch is hit to DJ. DJ flips it over to Rice to record the third out of the inning, but not before the Reds score a run on one hit, a run, and an error.
But yeah, I just, it's kind of like this. Do you prevent a run by not throwing away carelessly? Or do you risk trying to get the runner out?
Personally, he didn't have it, wasn't going to get it, so he should have sat on the ball.
Just ate it.
But in the heat of battle, he's going to try to make that spectacular throw. But it's not like the runner that was headed to first was slow.
Yeah, or, I mean, he could have probably maybe gotten De La Cruz. That would have been interesting. We tried to tag out De La Cruz.
And coming up in the top of the fifth is going to be Ben Rice, John Carlos Stanton, and Jazz Chisholm.
But hopefully Jazz will get that run back.
Rice is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 strikeouts. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that hopefully we'll get that run back and, not make the same mistake over and over again. But this is the Yankees, and they seem to not change their philosophy or strategy in the game. So, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with Judge. I mean, he's like in a slump, but it's almost like an imposter.
And the pitch even before in there, and it hits Rice. So Rice struck out his first 2 at-bats and gets plunked in his third. Right in the thigh. Ow, that shit
out.
hurts.
I'm a fan of the retaliatory hit by pitch. If you hit one of our guys, you get to hit
Stanton is up to bat. He is 1 for 1 on the night with a single and a walk. And the pitch is a slider down and away. Singer sets, and the ball is fouled off sharply. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 2-1. And the next pitch is a sweeper off the plate for ball 3. Count is now 3-1. Singer sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. That is going to be ball 4. So Big G has taken his gear off and headed into first. Rice will head to second. So we have runners at first and second with nobody out. And Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. Jazz is 1 for 2 on the night with a home run in the third inning, 2-runner. And it looks like they have a mound visit. The pitching coach is coming out to the bump. And it looks like Gabot is warming up in the Reds bullpen. And the first pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. If you're just joining the stream, the Yankees are leading the Reds 3-1. We're in the top of 5. Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. Jazz Chisholm is up to bat, and the pitch is called strike 1. Count is even at 1-up. Singer sets, and the pitch is way outside. Count is now 2-1. Singer sets, and Jazz shows bunt and fouls it off. Count is 2-2. And Jazz takes time out. Digging in at the back of the box. Singer sets, and the pitch is hit foul or fly ball to center field. Friedel is coming in, and he makes the catch. Runners retreat back to the bags. That is the first out of the inning. Jason Dominguez is coming up to bat. And it looks like Trevino is providing infield alignment. And Singer sets. And the first pitch is swung on and missed by Dominguez. Count is 0-1. D-Train, last night when Jazz was losing it, Trevino pointed out to the home plate umpire that he was talking smack from the bag. And the ball is hit to Dela Cruz, and it is not going to be in time. So the bases are going to be juiced with Yankees once again. Dominguez picks up an infield single with his speed. And the first pitch to Volpe is outside for ball one. Singer sets and he brings the pitch, and it is just inside. The count is 2-0. Volpe is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk in the second inning. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is 2-1. Singer sets, and the pitch is low and away. Count is now 3-0 on Volpe. Nowhere to put him. And the next pitch is down the heart of Broadway for call, strike two. Count is full, 3-2. And it looks like the athletic trainer in front Kona is coming out. Something is obviously not right with Brady Singer. So we are in an injury timeout or injury delay. And it looks like Singer is going to stay in the game. Count on Volpe is 3-2, and the bases are juiced full of Yankees. The last time we had bases loaded with nobody out, we only scored one run. Are we going to be able to squeak out more runs, a crooked number this inning? And Singer sets, and Volpe hits a ball to center field. Friedel is tracking, and he oh my God. Rice tags up, heads back to the bag, and he makes it in and scores. What a bad base running play that was. However, the Yankees did manage to score. So the Yankees score their fourth run of the game. Austin Wells comes up to bat. There are runners at first and second with two outs. And the first pitch is called, strike one. And the next pitch is fouled off. Wells is 0 for 2 on the night with a fielder's choice and a strikeout. And if he gets a base hit, Stanton is only going to third. And the next pitch is swung on and missed, a freaking pitch in the dirt. So that is the third out of the inning, and the Yankees get a run on one hit, 2 runners left on base, and we are headed to the bottom of 5. Hines, Encarnacion Strachan, and Espinal are coming up to bat. It looks like after reviewing the play that Rice took off too early. That's why he went back to the bag to re-tag. And if Dela Cruz was actually paying attention, he would have gunned Rice by a mile, but he wasn't. Well, let's see. We left 3 on base in that bases loaded situation. We left 2 on base this one. Probably 7 right now. 7 runners left on base. All right, just check the quick stats. We have left 7 runners on base, and we're 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. And Fried sets, and the first pitch to Hyde is down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Yankees are up 4-1. Hyde is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the second. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Evens the count at 1-1. And Fried sets, brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Hine takes timeout, steps out of the box. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. First out of the inning. And Encarnacion Strand is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Ground out in the third. And the pitch is a 4-seamer down low for ball 1. And the next pitch is hit to center field. And Grisham is going to charge. Nice running catch. So that is the second out. And the first pitch to Espinal is down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. Espinal is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout in the third. And Fried sets and brings the pitch, and it is Grounded foul. Count is 0-2. Sean, the sophomore slump started in August of last year. And Freed sets and he fires, and the pitch goes all the way to the backstop. Count is 1-2. And the next pitch is a ball curve in the dirt. Count is now 2-2. That pitch reminded me of Bull Durham. Costner tells Nuke LaLoosh to hit the mascot. Freed sets and he brings the next pitch, and it is hit to right field, and that's going to bounce into the stands. So that is going to be a ground rule double. TJ Friedel is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts this evening. And Freed attempts a pickoff, and he got him at second base. Beautiful pickoff. Volpe had a nice tag. And it looks like the Reds are going to be challenging the out call at second base. Well, D-Trade, if you look at the play, Volpe's foot was black in the bag, and Espinal's foot stepped on Volpe's foot. D-Train, I would tend to agree with you that the call should stand, but we haven't had much luck on challenges lately. Okay, and they just came back and said the call on the field was confirmed. So for those of you that are here, if you have not hit the like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and share this channel out. We are at 133 subscribers and would love to hit our 150 mark sometime before the century is up, and we'd appreciate any help that you can provide for me and Yankees the Ugly Truth. We provide quality play-by-play content for y'all, and we do weekly shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays and pre-series reviews as they come up. So we're on a lot. after the game, go directly over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe for a post game review. For those just joining the stream, the Yankees, we are going to the top of 6. The Yankees are leading 4-1. And we have DJ LeMahieu, Trent Grisham, and Aaron Judge coming up to bat. And it looks like the Reds are going to have a pitching change. Godot is coming in for Singer. And Godot sets, and the first pitch is chopped up the middle, and it is going to make it into center field. DJ has a nice single. Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. He's 2 for 3 on the night with an RBI. And Godot sets, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. Godot sets, and he fires, and the pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Count is even at 1-up. Godot sets, and he fires, and the next pitch is a changeup in there for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2. Grisham steps out for timeout. Now he is back in the box. And the pitch is down low for ball 2. Count is evened at deuce. And Goodell sets, and he brings the pitch, and Grisham fouls this one off, and the count is going to remain 2-2. Goodell sets, and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. The count is now 3-2. Goodell sets, and the pitch is swung on and hit off of Encarnacion Strand, and Grisham is going to make it safe. So that is another infield hit, and The Yankees are going to be having runners at first and second with no outs, and the captain is coming up to bat. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a flyout and 2 strikeouts. And Goodell sets, and the pitch paints the outside corner. Call strike one. Judge sets, and the pitch is bounced down the third base line. Count is 0 and 2. And it looks like Rogers is warming up in the pen. And the pitch is in there, and it is hit sharply down the left field line, and it is going to bounce all the way to the wall. DJ is rounding third, heading home, and they hold Grisham at third. So that is an RBI double for the captain. The score is now 5-1. And Ben Rice is coming up to bat with runners at second and third and nobody out. So are we going to make a crooked number? Or are we going to score another one? Goodell sets, and he brings the pitch in, and it is hit to Dela Cruz, and he fires across. The runners stay put. Nice play by Dela Cruz. Surprised that he actually threw the ball, and Giancarlo Stanton is up to bat, and the first pitch is down for ball one. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. I think Rojas cost us a run on that one. And the pitch to Stanton is chopped. Dela Cruz sets, and he fires it across the diamond to record an out, but Grisham comes in to score. Yankees are now up 6-1, and Judge is still at second base. And it looks like Francona is coming out to the mound. And it looks like they're going to bring a left-handed pitcher, Taylor Rogers, in to face Jazz Chisholm. There is a runner at second with 2 outs. Hey, Real Bill, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here, brother. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share this channel out, and subscribe if you are not subscribed. That does not count as a sacrifice. Bill, it's not a problem that you're late. I just appreciate you being here. You know that I'm going to be calling games whenever I can. And if you're here, fantastic. If you're not, that's all right too. There's always a late stream if you want to hear it, although it is 3 hours worth of yakety yak. Well, honestly, it could have cost us a run, but Grisham actually stayed or scored, so it didn't cost us anything. But he scored an at bat later. Uh, Sean, in our area, they're holding the On Forces bowling tournament, and my normal league tournament is being occupied with that. Taylor Rogers has an opponent batting average of 253, a 333 ERA, 24 strikeouts, and 12 walks. And the first pitch is down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Yeah, Bill, after 16 straight games, they need a day off. And Chisholm fouls the pitch off. Count is now 0-2. So, because I'm not bowling tonight, you have the privilege of hearing the Amazon Prime game with me calling it for you because I wouldn't have been here normally. Jazz takes time out. Once again, he's digging a trench in the batter's box. And Rogers sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Sweeper had a hard break on it. The count is 1-2 to Jazz. And Rogers strikes out Chisholm looking to end the inning, but not before the Yankees score 2 runs on 3 hits with 1 runner left on base. Well, how are we feeling? Feeling good? Yankees are playing okay, and you don't have me singing. So, what more can you ask for? Coming up in the bottom of 6, T.J. Friedel, Matt McLean, and Ellie Dela Cruz. So that will be 1, 2, 3 up to bat. And my key to the game was holding Dela Cruz off the bases. But this evening, he is 2 for 2, and he scored a run. La, 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 la. And they named that Yankee, played for the Reds from 73 to 81, played for the Yankees from 82 to 86, Braves for 86 to 88, the Reds back to 88 and 90, and the Mariners 90 to 91. Had a 296 batting average, 152 home runs, 859 RBI. And the first pitch from Fried is just up out of the strike zone. Friedel showed bunt, but pulled it back. Friedel is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 groundouts. And the next pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is evened at 1 up. And the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. This kid that's up to bat, Friedel, he's pretty fast too. But it's funny. The mark time between Spencer Jones, Jazz Chisholm, and Ellie De La Cruz, and the pitch is down for ball two. Count is 2-2. Curveball just never got up into the strike zone. Between De La Cruz, Jones, and Chisholm, Jones is the fastest of the three. And Freed sets and he brings the pitch. It is swung on and missed for strike three. And that brings Matt McLean up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night. And the first pitch into McLean is call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Nice little lollipop curve. And Freed sets and he brings the pitch and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is called, strike three. McLean is down looking. Beautiful changeup that painted the bottom of the zone. And Ellie De La Cruz is coming up to bat with no runners on. He is 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles and a run scored. And the curveball sweeper is up out of the strike zone for ball one. And Freed sets and he brings the pitch in. It is popped up. Rice is working towards the stands and he is going to make the play in foul territory. So that is a 1-2-3 inning. And I shall return in just a second. Sorry for the delay. And let's see what has happened. We have a runner at second base. Volpe is up to bat. Count is 1-2. And the next pitch is inside for ball 2. Count is evened at deuce deuce. Volpe is 0 for 1 on the night. And Rogers sets, and the pitch is checked on, but not checked on enough. It is swinging strike 3. So that is the first out of the inning. Austin Wells is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with fielder's choice and 2 strikeouts. And the first pitch is off the plate for ball 1. And the pitch is popped down the left field line, and it is just going to make the stands. Count is 1-1. I am calling this broadcast out in my shop. I finished it, put a nice rubber matting down for the floor, and insulated and put an HVAC unit. The one thing that I screwed up and didn't do that I should have is I should have put a bathroom in out here. And the third pitch is way inside for ball 2. Count is 2-1. So sorry for me missing the first couple of batters here in this inning. Maybe if I get some more bones, I'll put a bathroom in out here. And Rogers fires the next pitch, and it is just off the plate for ball 3. Rogers sets, and this one is fouled off. Count is now 3-2. Plus, I had to go in and give goodnight kisses to the grandson going to bed. And Wells takes timeout. Dominguez at second. And Rogers sets, and he fires, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 3-2. And the pitch is up and in. Dominguez steals third base, and that is a walk for Wells. So that is Dominguez's 12th stolen base of the season. And DJ is up to bat, and he fouls the first pitch off. The machine is 1 for 3 on the night with a strikeout and a run scored. D Train, that is one of the reasons that I say that he needs to be in the lineup every freaking day. And DJ swings and misses at the high fastball. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is fouled off, and we'll reset and do it again. Count is 0-2. And the pickoff attempt of Wells, why, I have no idea. He is about a half a step off the bag. So, first disengagement. Rogers is at 21 pitches. DJ is back in the box looking to do some damage. And pitch is down low for count is 1-2. And the next pitch is inside to even the count up at 2-2. And the pitch is brought on, and it is chopped to the shortstop. And they turn a double play, a 6-4-3 double play. And one runner left on base. As we head to the bottom of 7, Stevenson, Steer, and Trevino will be coming up to bat. I mean, honestly, D Train, hey, Royals fan, welcome to the stream. If I had my way, Dominguez would play every day. Jazz would be shifted over to second base, and there would play Oswald Peraza at third base until we made a trade to bring in a third baseman or whatnot. And I would play DJ off the bench as a strict bench player. I don't care that we're paying him $15 million this year. His body is not going to hold up under the pressure of playing every day. And God's honest truth, we need him more so as a fielder than we do as a stick because he's not really producing that much anyhow. I think that Ben Rice should take a fair amount of at bats between first base and DH. John Carlos Stanton just needs to be tuned up in time for the playoffs, and he will get there. And Freed is coming out for the 7th inning. Well, there's been talk all over the streams about trading them. And the first pitch is a sweeper for ball 1. If you haven't, Jasmine, welcome to the stream. If you haven't, please hit the like button. It's free. If you haven't, please consider subscribing and share this channel out. Hey, Jake, how's it going? And the next pitch is A sweeper inside for ball two. Count is 2-1 on Stevenson. Stevenson is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout. And the cutter is inside. Count is now 3-1. Jake, I think we need a day off. We've played 16 in a row and it's about time. And the next pitch is just inside for ball four, and that is going to be a walk. Fried is at 94 pitches on the game. I believe he's pitched up to 114 this season. Royals fan, DJ has 2 years left on his contract. Whether they DFA him or keep him as a bench player, I don't know. Don't have an answer. And the first pitch to Steer is off the plate for ball one. Fried sets, fires a cutter that is swung on and missed by Steer. Steer did Fried a favor because that ball was never in the strike zone. Count is evened out 1-1. Yeah, he's got the rest of this year and next year. Fried sets and he fires, and the pitch is just off the plate. Count is 2-1. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is warming up in the pen. And the next pitch is a cutter for call, strike one. Painted the top inside corner, looking good. Count is evened at 2-2. Fried sets and he brings the pitch in. It is hit. Fly ball to left field. Dominguez closes in on it and he makes the play to retire Steer. Stevenson returns to first base. Remember, following this stream, if you flip over to NY Yankees Mania with Joe, there will be a post-game review. I recommend going to it. And then a half hour to 45 minutes after the game, I recommend going to check Late Night Live with Jason Custodio. And the pitch is in there for call, strike one to Trevino. Nice changeup. Custodio has some interesting stat mechanics. He does the post-game interviews and he plays trivia on his platform. Fantastic channel. And the ball is hit to right field. Judge is drifting back and he cats it just short of the track, fires it into second base, and that is the second out. Stevenson remains at first base. And Reese Hines is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with 2 strikeouts. Hey, Real Bill. Like I said, Dominguez needs to be playing every day. He is looking a hell of a lot better. And the pitch is hit foul. Count is 0-1. If you want the kid to be your everyday outfielder, you want him to get better, he has to play. His at-bats are looking better. He is stealing. He is doing everything that we need him to do. Yeah. And the next pitch is a beautiful curveball by Fried that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. For those just joining the stream, we are in the top of 7 Yankees, or bottom of 7. Yankees lead 6-1. There are 2 outs with a runner at first base. The count is 1-2 on Hendrick or Hines. Interesting stat brought up on Fried. 6+ innings in 13 of 17 starts. And the pitches in the dirt. Count is evened at deuce. And Fried sets and he brings the pitch, and it is a curveball that is swung on and missed for strike 3 and the third out of the inning. That is 7 strong innings for Fried, and it looks like our bullpen is going to have to mop up 2 innings to close this game out. D-Train, honestly, Tucker's a bit older. He's going to end up pulling a 10-year deal. And long and short, when it's all said and done, the back end of that contract is going to stink. And the Yankees have signed plenty of those contracts. Spammer, if you're coming in here just joking, that's fine. But if you actually continue to make negative comments, you'll be done. I am a growing channel with trolls. Amazing. But the long and short, D, is we tell the ugly truth here, regardless if it's good, bad, or ugly. You're going to get facts, not talking points. Player of the game name the player of the game is Ken Griffey Sr. All right, come on. And the first pitch into Grishbaum is a called strike 1. And Grisham pounds the next pitch to deep into right center field. It is off the right center field wall, and Grisham is going to cruise into second base with a stand-up double. Like I said, Grisham has half cat blood in him because that guy's got 9 lives. Every time you want to drop him on the bench, he ends up doing something really good. And the captain is coming up to bat. All rise. The judge is in the chamber. He is 1 for 4 on the night with a pair of strikeouts. And he jumps on the first pitch. And this one is going to go to right center. Grisham is tagging, and he is going to make it to third. Standing up. So we have a runner at third with 1 out, and Ben Rice is coming up to bat. And the Reds bring the infield in, and the first pitch is a 4-seamer up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. And it looks like they've made a pitching change. Phillips is in for Rogers. Phillips fires his next pitch down low, 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 2-0. Griffey Sr. was an incredible ball player. I saw him a lot as a Cincinnati Red. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Looks like Cruz is up in the bullpen, and he will be coming in to pitch the 8th. And the pitch is in for ball 2. Count is, or ball 3. Count is 3-1. And the next pitch is a sweeper that is swung over the top. Konnichiwa, my brother. Thank you for joining the stream. And the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So we are going to have runners at first and third with 1 out. And Giancarlo Stanton coming up to bat. Yes, sir, Bill. And the first pitch to Stanton is swung on and missed. It looked like he was trying to put a hole through the outfield wall. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is popped up. And Encarnacion Strand makes the play of his shoulder and throws home to keep Grisham at third. So the second out of the inning. Jazz Chisholm is stepping up to the plate. Looks like Brubaker is now warming up. And the first pitch is up and off the plate for ball 1. And the pitch is looped into center field. De La Cruz is backing up, and he makes the play for the final out. No runs, 2 runners left on base, and we are heading to the bottom of 8. Encarnacion Friedel will be coming up to bat. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share this channel out, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Following this show, we are going to have Joe at NY Yankees Mania hosting a post game. Royal fan, can I be a mod? Well, honestly, I don't know who you are. Perhaps if we talk and you show up more, I will consider it. Uh, Late night Jason Custudio, about 30 minutes past the post game, is a great content creator that has a very interesting aspect uh, of a post game show. I recommend everybody hopping on tomorrow night or tomorrow morning at 8:30 on NY Yankees Mania. There is the morning show with Joe, coffee, bagels, and donuts. And I recommend everybody hopping on that. And it is Thursday, and the first pitch from Cruz into Encarnacion Strand is called strike one. And Cruz sets, and he brings the next pitch that is a splitter in the dirt that is swung on for call, strike two. Encarnacion Strand is 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a flyout. And the next pitch is it's a splitter that is swung over the top of for strike three and the first out of the inning. And the 9-hole hitter Espinal will be up to bat. He fouls the first pitch off. Espinal is 1 for 2 on the night. I will be live tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning for my normal Thursday show. All right. Cruz has definitely got the splitter working, Bill. And the next pitch is a ball down. Count is 1-2. I appreciate it, Royals fan. Are you in the Kansas City area? Cruz sets and fires, and wow, that should have been, he should have been rung up strike three, but it's called a ball. Are you a Chiefs fan also? And Espinal takes time out. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. Second out of the inning. TJ Friedel is coming up to bat. I am a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan. I went to the University of Kansas for college, and the pitch is called strike one to Friedel on the outside corner. Nice four seamer, ringing about 94 miles an hour. I've probably been to Arrowhead 25 times or so. And the next pitch is swung on by Friedel. Count is 0-2, and he takes timeout, steps out of the box. And Cruz sets. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Another strikeout. Cruz strikes out the side, and that splitter is freaking nasty. Straight nasty. We are heading to the top of the ninth. Yankees are leading 6-1. Yankees have 6 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. The Reds have 1 hit or 1 run on 4 hits and an error. Coming up for us in the top of the ninth is going to be Jason Dominguez, 3 for 4 on the evening. Anthony Volpe, 0 for 2 with a base on balls and RBI, and Austin Wells, 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Yeah, Bill. Cruz was straight filthy. All right. Ask you any question about Kansas City. What is the best barbecue in the area?
If you try to go forward, he should pitch the first game against the Yankees on Monday. Either that or
And the first pitch to Dominguez is called strike 1. Next pitch is a changeup off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. Dominguez is 3 for 4 on the night with a double and 2 singles. Stolen base, basically a truckload. And the 4-seamer is fouled off. Count is evened at 2-2. This time the 4-seamer is up and away. Count is now full. Joe's is pretty good. I've eaten there. I like them. And the pitch is hit, and it is going to make it to the wall in the corner, and Dominguez is going to be in there with a stand-up double. So that is a 4-hit night for Jason Dominguez. Have you been to the Negro League Museum? Anthony Volpe is up to bat, and he is 0 for 2 on the night. And the first pitch to Volpe is a ball outside. And the next pitch is called strike 1. And Volpe swings on over the top of it. Count is now 2-2. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. What's the best part of the Negro League Museum that you liked? And Sutter sets and he fires, and the pitch is just down low. Count is 3-2. Sutter is working very quick tonight, and he brings the pitch on, and it is chopped up the middle. McLean feels it and shoots it to Encarnacion Strawn to take Volpe out. Dominguez takes third base, so we have a runner at third with one out. Austin Wells coming up to bat. So can we actually push another run across? And the pitch is into Wells, and Wells hits a shot through the left-hand side of the field, and that is going to be an RBI single for Wells, the 7th run. So the Yankees have no one on, or a runner on first with one out, and DJ LeMahieu up to bat. And the first pitch is low and away for ball one. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is called strike one. Count evens up at 1-1. And the third pitch of the at bat is way outside. The count is 2-1. And the pitch is inside. DJ has a 3-1 count. He's 1 for 4 on the night with a run scored. And Suter fires, and the pitch is hit just foul. Count is going to be 3-2. And the pickoff attempt for Wells, he's in diving back safely. Count is 3-2 on the machine. And DJ is called out on strikes. So that is the second out of the inning. And we have Trent Grisham coming up to bat. Grisham has the opportunity to pull a 5-hit night out. He has 2 doubles, 2 singles, a run, and an RBI. He is 4 for 5. And the first pitch is a ball outside. Count is 1-0. Suter sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. As Suter puts it, the ball is grounded to McLean, and he fires to first to record the third out of the inning. So the Yankees pull another run on 2 hits, leave a runner stranded on base as we head to the bottom of 9. Call it 3 and good, and we head home. Well, Bill, I'm not greedy. I'll take a 6-run lead going into the bottom of the 9th. The question I have is Brubaker going to be the one coming in to pitch? It is much easier to call a game that the Yankees are actually winning and not blowing the lead and getting their heads kicked in. We are going to be back in the Bronx. We have a day off tomorrow, and we are going to be facing off against the A's for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday set. And Brubaker is coming in. He pitched the last 2 innings of the 7-inning no hitter for Clark Schmidt. Matt McLean is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night. And Brubaker sets. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Nice 93-mile-an-hour sinker. Brubaker sets and he brings the pitch. It is a slider down low. Count evens at 1-1. Brubaker sits and he paints the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2. It's cooling down there. It is freaking 87 right now here in Virginia Beach. And humid. Next pitch is a slider down in the dirt. Count evens up at 2-2. Brubaker sets and fires, and the ball is hit to right field. Judge is camping under the can of corn, and he puts it away for the first out of the inning. Bill, it got to be 101 here today. My damn dog went outside and turned right back around to come in the house. She wanted no part of the heat. Ellie De La Cruz is up to bat, and he is 2 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 to De La Cruz. And the next pitch is a curveball in the dirt, evens us up at 1-1. Brubaker sets. Eddie brings the pitch, and it is hit sharply to LeBahieu. LeBahieu flips it over to Rice to record the second out. So the Reds are down to their final out. Tyler Stevenson is up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the night with a walk in the 7th inning. And the first pitch paints the outside corner for call, strike one. I don't know why they call it a sinker if the damn thing never sinks and it's always up in the strike zone. And the next pitch is in there for call, strike two. And it looks like Stevenson is taking timeout. They're down to their last strike. And Brubaker sets. And the ball is hit sharply to Volpe. Volpe fires across the diamond to Rice to record the third out of the inning. And the Yankees win 7-1. Yankees had 7 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. The Reds had 1 run on 4 hits and an error. Max Fried is the first pitcher in Major League Baseball to record his 10th win of the season. Yankees win. Thank God. We were able to salvage the last game of the series, and hopefully we can build off of that heading back home to the Bronx. Well-deserved day off tomorrow. Bullpen did their stuff. Cruz handled business in the 8th. Brubaker handled it in the 9th. And we are about to shut this stream down. So before you leave, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share this channel out, and subscribe if you're not a member. I recommend heading over to NY Yankee Mania directly after we close this stream out to hear the post game with Joe. And this evening, it should not be a rant. Half hour to 45 minutes later, thank you, D-Train, most appreciated. Half hour to 45 minutes after the game is over with, hop over to Late Night Live with Jason Custodio and pick up his pregame. Most appreciated for everyone that is taking time out of your busy Wednesday evening to listen to the play-by-play. And I will end in my traditional fashion. Let's go Yankees, and we shall see you in the funny pages. Have a great night.